future belongs to all of us now.
Bringing all these people together. You ever think about what they'd do if they could?
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing the new promo trailer for Season 9, Episode 3 of The Walking Dead, Warning Signs. With that being said, major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to Episode 902, and let's jump right into this. So, real quick, speaking of 902, that episode was just amazing in my opinion. I enjoyed it the entire way through, and I can't wait for more. I love the way that the story moved forward, and I'm just really excited for the next episode. So apparently, this crazy theory of someone murdering saviors during Season 9A is actually true. I'll keep my opinions and predictions about it for my next video where I break down the sneak peek for 903, but I figured that I'd mention this here as well, as it was quite the high point to leave the last episode off on, along with the fact that the 903 promo trailer also starts with clips that are actually from the scene in the sneak peek where we can see Maggie getting stopped by saviors on the road. While we see those clips, we hear Rick saying the future belongs to all of us now, and I assume he's talking to Daryl here, as the trailer cuts to Daryl asking Rick if he's ever thought about what bringing communities together that hate each other would result in. I'm not sure if they're talking about the mystery murderer or just the huge fights that happen in the camp, but regardless, Daryl does have a point. Rick can only force peace up to a certain point, and honestly, the idea of forcing people to be peaceful kinda sounds contradicting. Although Rick and Maggie do have their differences, the Hilltop, Alexandria, and the Kingdom all have the same mindset more or less, while some people do need to be rehabilitated into society differently than others, as there's a lot of saviors who don't yet properly understand Rick's peaceful point of view of the future.
We're gonna have to fight whether we want it or not. End it before it begins.
We gave Rick's way a chance.
You do this, there's no going back. Everything we're doing, it ends.
The trailer then cuts to what looks like Savior Laura making her way through the crowd as a fight is breaking out within the camp of the bridge workers, and we actually get a lot of clips here of this, so let's try and make some sense of it. We get a top-down view of one fight breaking out between an entire crowd of people, and I believe that this is in regards to a fight that we see Rosita getting involved in during the Comic-Con trailer. However, we also get clips of a confrontation where it appears that Savior Alden, Carol, and other civilians are standing up against the asshole saviors for some reason, and there's a clip of Father Gabriel standing up to them too, and he looks freaking badass, so maybe he'll get an epic moment himself next episode. Carol ends up butting in, causing Savior Jed to not throw a punch. We can see her holding him back while he stares at her holding her holstered gun at her waist, ready for action if need be. This confrontation is most likely what we've seen Carol talking to Rick about from all the trailers, where she says that she just wanted to end it before it began, as it would have been the easy route, but even she knows that the easiest option is hardly the morally correct one. Now, due to Carol standing up to Savior Jed, maybe he's given a hard time because of it, or maybe he feels embarrassed or something, or just angry in general, but he ends up jumping Carol at nighttime by holding a knife to her throat. We've initially seen this in the previous trailers, and recently we've also learned from a promo trailer that Rick is accompanying her, walking behind her as well. When Carol gets jumped and held hostage, we can see someone confronting him, but we weren't sure who. Since we recently found out that Rick is with Carol, we assumed that he would be the one to stand up for her, and now after this promo trailer, it's pretty much confirmed in my eyes, because at the end of the promo trailer, we can see Rick aiming his pistol at someone during nighttime, and he says, "You do this, there's no going back. Everything we're doing, it ends." Here he's most likely trying to talk down Jed, but will he be able to be redeemed? Will Savior Jed calm down, listen to reason, and help them figure out who killed Justin at the end of episode 902, or will Jed freak out more, resulting in him being punished or even killed somehow? Or, plot twist, is Jed the mysterious murderer himself? Also, I feel like Carol will be safe here, but we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, I wanted to talk about Maggie and Daryl going out on a run together. And we see Daryl and Maggie with a few gas cans, so are they going out scavenging for gas because they never got that shipment from the Saviors for their tractor or whatever? We hear Maggie tell Daryl that they gave Rick's way a chance, but implying that she's not going to any longer. Daryl nods as he obviously disagrees with how naively Rick has been running things, as Rick just kind of expects everyone to get along happily ever after now that the war is over. We may see more of Rick, Maggie, and Daryl conflict, but at this point, I don't want to see them be fighting for Rick and Maggie's final episodes. Like, are you kidding me? Maybe if we're getting seasons of Rick to come and he doesn't die until season 12, I wouldn't mind these characters getting into some sort of political inner conflict for half a season, but when that half season is Rick's last half season on the show, I'd rather just them be one big happy family. And if this conflict continues, maybe Daryl will actually wind up wishing that they could have done the same once Rick is gone by episode 6. But what do you guys think? Leave any theories or predictions down in the comments below, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, as it really helps me out more than you can imagine. Feel free to subscribe for more Walking Dead content in the near future, and if you'd like to take that extra step in helping support the channel, consider checking out my Patreon as well. Follow me on Twitter too if you'd like, link to both of those in the description. I'm fairly active on Twitter even when I'm not posting videos, and I'm always retweeting everything I can involving both Better Call Saul and The Walking Dead. But anyways, guys, as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!